So, I mean, the two definitions I have are just my definitions. I'm sure there are plenty of other different perspectives out there. But in my book, I talk about a dynamic series versus a static or an episodic series. And a dynamic series is pretty much what you've just described, where it follows the same plot unfolding, the same cast of characters and the different events across multiple books. And each book builds upon the last. So with a dynamic series, you probably wouldn't go in to read book 3 before you've read books 1 and 2, if that makes sense. Whereas a static series, you can follow the same character, but usually they don't change that much across the course of the book. And each book contains a new plot, a new obstacle, and each one is contained within itself. And with a static or an episodic series, you could potentially read book 3 before you've read book 1 and 2. So you can sort of dip in and out of it. As for knowing the difference, I think that matters because you need to know how to meet your audience's expectations. A lot of that comes down to knowing your genre. But once you know your genre, you'll have a better sense for whether the series that you're working on should be dynamic or static. And it's like you were pointing out before, there are certain series that follow a cast of characters, but each book is their own, like it could be the main character, then their brother, then their other brother. And that is, I know that's quite common in romance, whereas fantasy, a dynamic series is more common. So just knowing the difference helps you meet your audience's expectations.